It's working. All right, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Thank you, Lord, for new day to trade, not financial advice, educational purposes only. Let's see if we got another slow day in store. Good morning, good morning. How was yesterday's regular and after hours to you? Decent, but nothing. Honestly, I haven't traded that great this week. Kind of forcing trades. I think I'm over trading. Yeah, not my best for sure. What about y'all? How did y'all DHK? How did you do? Do you put trade regular session after hours as well? Because I've been trading more after hours, but I kind of been giving it all back. I mean, I wasn't that positive, but it took me kind of making a YOLO trade to get it back. So I don't know. I've been a little off, but the market's weird, so all good. Probably just forcing trades. I'll take my jacket off. It's I accidentally set the heat way too high last night. Had a typo. Now I'm sweating. And I swung XWEL overnight on the TTP account, so I'm in this one, but nothing too crazy. We'll see if it makes a flush. But it's kind of hanging around this 200, so it could go either direction. Oh, let's go. Because LRMR eventually did crack. RDHL. RDHL is getting a little pop here. Not much on it, but a little pop. FRGT's coming back. RDHL, 4 million float, 4 million market cap, Israeli healthcare company. I wanted to see it move, push a little more, so. FRGT. I mean, again, I would like to see these tickers up more. I feel like I'm kind of forcing some of these, so I'd rather see FRGT rip a little more. But yeah, still in XWEL. So I played it 3 times yesterday. First time after hours, I stopped out. I had a pretty big stop, actually, pretty big loss on it. Then went heavy and caught basically a decent move down. And then right before close, I took me a little starter for overnight and still in it. My exit's at 71 cents. RDHL flush. But again, there's not much on that move. FRGT's pushing up a little bit more here. $1 million float. It's probably got super expensive locates. 2 million market cap. Locates are super pricey. Appreciate you sharing that. If it wants to push a little bit more, I'll play it, but again, I want to see it more in like the 160 range. If I don't get it, I don't get it. like to see XWEL break 80 cents here. So up a little over $1,000 on this one now from the overnight swing, but again, kind of heavy. I'm in 10,000 shares. My exit's at 71 cents. I should make about $2,000 on it if it hits it. FRGT didn't really get high enough for me, so it doesn't even look very liquid right now either. And then I had an order sitting at wait, give me a second. Trying to adjust my XWEL position, then I'll share that thought in just a second. Okay, I had a small order waiting at 159 on FRGT, so it just got filled. But again, it's small. I really would like to get it a little higher. I think this thing might push, so it's just it's not getting a lot of volume right now. So got my first entry 159, and again jumped into a trade probably too quick. So let's see what happens. Let's see if I can catch a little flush back down to VWAP. I'll get out. Or would like to see it drop a little more. So my next entry is 169, I think. Yeah, next entry is 169. But again, nano float or 1 million, basically nano. I don't know the true term of nano. I did catch a nice, we called a nice move on RETO after it ended up coming back, retesting again and failing. Wow. See if FRGT, so it might try to get to this. That's why I have my order waiting at 169. I'm curious if it's going to try to get to this 170 area. Don't really know where it wants to go, but I think there's a chance. Tickers with attention seem like they are moving so slow lately. I know. What was it, Monday? I had a 2 million float grinder on me all day. And it was like the main mover of the day. Like 2 million float, like sometimes you'll see that with the liquid stocks where they're probably getting manipulated or not a lot of people are trading them or whatever. But for like a ticker to with that small of a float to just like and very liquid to grind all day is kind of weird. So 169 is my next entry. It broke its after hours highs now, but it couldn't hold as of now. So let's see what it does. Again, playing this one pretty small though. Yeah, I don't blame you. That's a smart way to be. Wait for it to come to you. Again, I say it because I'm well aware of it. Sometimes I get in too early, and I'll probably continue to until I dial that in. So I think that's smart to wait for a area that you're very confident about. And again, with this one, I might be a little early, but it typically wicks to this area, as you can see, and then it falls back down. So this one doesn't feel as forced, and I'm small, but there is a chance it could push more for sure. So we're back to VWAP. I'm gonna see if we can at least get back to below 150. I might regret holding it, but let's see. I'm gonna trim a little here. Gets to 150. CN, what was that? CENB. I don't think that one's doing anything. No. RDHL ended up flushing nicely. So I'm actually completely out of FRGT now. So I don't like it. I'm gonna wait for it to push a little more. It's probably gonna flush back to this 140, 145 range, and I'm gonna be like, I should have held, but with nothing else moving, 1 million float, I'm just going to take my small little profit here. Man, our 7 a.m. plays have died. Remember those days not too long ago? Not long at all. We were getting those 7 a.m. pops, and like 90% of them, 95% of them were fading by 8:30. I didn't appreciate it as much as I should have. FRGT flush in here to 151. And now that it broke VWAP, it might return all the way to 140. Or let's see what it does at 150. That's kind of a psychological level, but hasn't really been responding to it too much. Colon, 7 a.m. plays were my bread and butter since I began shorting, but it has died on me now. For real. For real. Yeah, a little weird market we're in, but all good. We'll figure it out. I did see Ross posted a video about like patience or something. I signed up for his emails and stuff. Because I don't know a lot of people that trade pre-market. Like, again, I don't follow a lot of traders, and like not at all. There's days I don't go on X or things like that, so I don't really gauge it too often. But most people don't trade pre-market, so I saw he posted a video about patience. I'm like, that makes sense, because this market has been you have to be patient. But I didn't watch it, but I just thought that was appropriate. I'm like, I bet his members are probably not finding much to trade, just like we aren't, you know. I think it's even harder for them. He's a good salesman. No, he's a very good salesman. I've told Colin that many times. So he's a good trader, but he's a better businessman. Which is fine. But I think that was an appropriate video, though, because it is... I need to practice my patience a little more, too. What was that? RETO's pushing now? Oh, it's that gap fill. I'm about to slam this thing, guys. All right, I'm in it. Could it keep pushing? Yep, but I hope it doesn't. This is the gap fill. Got a pretty good entry on it, though. 87 flat. Oh, I guess it wasn't that great. No, that wasn't that great. So the reason why I like this one, there's a little bit of a gap fill right here. Played it. I don't like how it keeps recovering, though. This is like the third time it's tried this level. Got this little pitchfork looking action right here, but decent little gap fill. So I'm gonna try it. went a little heavy, so I prefer it to work out. All right, let's see if we get that flush back to reality. Things might speed up after NVIDIA or NVIDIA earning, yeah, probably. The market needs some type of catalyst, small caps. Back to VWAP. See if it keeps flushing or if it pushes.
ACHC up 5%. ACHC up 10%.
1.5 billion, so I'm not interested in this market cap. See what RETO does. Like I said, I've been off, so this will probably rip because I added size to it. And here we go. Still in it.
VNDA up 5%.
Bigger ticker too, VNDA. I should turn the camera off. I'm making like funny faces today. My ears hurting. I don't know why. So RETO is pushing. I'm still in it. I don't really care at this point, so I'm gonna I mean, I'm heavy, but I don't want to stop out here, so I'm gonna add my next entry at 99 cents. XWEL is cracked though, thank goodness. It's still falling down.
RETO pressing into a key resistance level with momentum.
how much where the RETO locates. I took them on trade the pool, so I don't know. Like I said, 99 is my next ad. Oh, really? They tripled on this move. Well, let's squeeze them.
RETO returning to a prior level.
No, bro, I'm not that heavy. Yeah. No, I appreciate the heads up, but yeah, I'm not not that heavy on this one. Appreciate it though. But no, that's a good heads up. But I don't think I exceeded it, but it's probably something I need to stay close to. Sound is very low. Maybe this is better. Let me know if this is better. Oh, did my 99 get filled? Let's see. Getting some echo. All right, I should fix it now.
EVTE, new high of day.
EVTV. Getting a little pop on EVTV. Just so I don't get in another one too soon, I'm gonna wait for it to get to this probably 215 level. EVTV accepts delivery of AZIO AI high performance compute system in South Texas. Plan as multi-site expansion discussion advance. So news, but doesn't sound too strong. FRGT ended up flushing. You sound sad today. I'm sad every day. No, my ear hurts when I talk. It like I think I got an ear infection or something, but was CRCA on your radar? It was not. And nor will it be. Is this a new ticker? No. I mean, it's got a little bit of a, this little area might not be too bad, but I can't get any info on it. What is this? CRCA? Oh, is this a ETF? Yeah, no, it's not on my radar. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's been a grinding market. Yeah, these tickers that usually don't grind like this have been grinding a little more. Oh my goodness, Denny. What a terror. Jeez. That's scary.
RETO, approaching a key support level.
HCWC up 5%.
But yeah, going back to the ETF, I don't short ETFs. I short like
CWC.
trash tickers is what I go for. So I don't know enough about that to really get caught up in that. Looks like a leveraged or some type of inverse. But again, I didn't do too much due diligence on it. Yeah, I've got myself in quite a few plays. They just kind of like pop and they just kind of grind in that area. I think that's just because it's not very liquid. So I need to just practice sitting on my hands a little more. Unless it's a really extended move. RETOs below VWAP now. Danny, very inspirational story. What are you talking about? Talking about your TZ glitch? That's crazy, bro. That's a way to get you to freak out. See your accounts at zero. I feel like this happened to me once too. I could be wrong though. No, the purple heart. Am I missing some of the comments? I didn't even see it. No, I can't see the post.
WC, up 5%.
HCW. Oh, that one's not over 50 cents, so. Yeah, I don't know why VWAP's different. Yeah, it's definitely, oh, there you go. Burrito. Burritos. I notice I always call you burrito. There's an S on your name. In the Discord. Burritos. Gave a good answer. Some do VWAP plus high, low, plus, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but it's annoying. I hate that all these indicators don't line up. You would think there's like a universal way to do that, but apparently not. Okay, RETO flush back down to 88. See if it tries to bounce on the 9. Thought this ticker was going to play out a little different. And I'm out completely.
HCWC, up 10%.
I might miss a flush, but I don't care. I don't want this one to go against me. I don't like that it broke that new high. Watch it flush. The main reason is I'm risking missing a bigger flush, which is could definitely happen, but I want to not be so heavy in it. So if it pushes back to like $1, $1.05, that can be my average instead of the 87 that it was at. Danny, have you tried that where you zoom all the way out? TZ1? Like literally just the chart? Yeah, never know with these Chinese tickers. That's kind of why I'm just like, you know what? I don't know what they're trying to do with this ticker. Chinese and low float. It reminds me of my Instagram post today. I don't know if any of y'all saw it. Had me rolling last night. Wish I could post it in this chat. My entire bloodline is chanting my name as I'm about to short the Chinese nano ripping pre-market. It's not ripping, but yeah, my 99 cents didn't get filled and it slapped $1, so that's a little annoying. It would be a green trade if it was for that, but it didn't get filled for whatever reason. I would have got my average up nicely, but oh well. Man, these pre-markets are rough lately. Jeez. I'm gonna keep doing them because I don't want to miss when it heats up. But man, I probably should just sleep in, to be honest. But thank y'all for tuning in. It'll kind of brutal. $8 o'clock, 5 minutes away. Maybe we'll get a little bit more action here. RETO still falling nicely. Denny, about the minute I cover XWEL, it will spike down to 45 cents. That's what I'm thinking too, bro. I'm still holding on to most of mine. Jesse Trades called me a gay bear. Only for you, Jesse. John, 2 feet of snow on Monday and it's snowing again. Bags are packed. Moving to Florida. Don't blame you, bro. No, I love it here. We got those hurricanes, but you know they're coming, at least. John, where do you live, or what state? By you and Diddy up here, I know. Got me a buddy in the area now.
TPST, new high of day.
TPST.
TPST. TPST up 10%.
I want to see it push a little bit more because I wouldn't get a good entry here. Tempest announces shoot, I clicked it and moved it. Okay, results from ongoing trial of TPST 2003, preparing for potential U.S. registrational study in 2026. Weak news. Weak news. But I want to see it a little higher. It's probably not going to get there because the news is weak.
Retool.
What's RETO doing now? Oh.
LVO up 5%.
WHLR.
JOEY up 5%. TPST breaking news.
So much going on.
XWEL.
ENSC up 10%.
I'm just slow. Look at what this one did. I don't know. I'm missing all the plays. I didn't see anything I really liked. TPST. Did it end up flushing? Yeah.
NXPL up 5%. NXPL up
Ooh.
40%.
Ooh, right at her at the 200 too. 70 cents. Appreciate you sharing the news. Expects approximately 55 million in 2025 revenue and reports strong momentum with cost reduction and margin expansion. Yeah, I would have liked it at 70, but I was too slow. is negative. Yeah, I like this one, but I couldn't get a
NXPL,
good feel on it.
approaching a key support level.
NXPL I like, but wasn't quick enough. Looking at the wrong plays. KIDZ, is it back?
RBBN up 5%.
Well, dang. Missed them all. Yeah, look at TPST. I hope one of y'all caught that. There were some pops. I just didn't catch them. JOBY. It's a 10 billion market cap, so it's not my favorite because of that. $0.15 is too young. Okay. All right, back to nothing. Yeah, there are a few plays there. I was a little slow.
RETO up 5%.
Oh, Moon's pumping KIDZ. Man, he's got me a few times this week with tickers I've been in. I don't even know what to look at. I just don't like anything. Still unprofitable. What scanner are you using? Trade Ideas is my main scanner, but there's a free YouTube scanner, Momentum Market Scanner, Arcane by Arcane Monitor. It's just a free one in the background just in case trade. I know Trade Ideas, when it shouts something out, it's going to be my criteria because I have it dialed in, where this one is more just so I don't miss any of the plays. It just kind of covers everything. I'll start putting the headphones in for this so there's not so much chaos, especially when it heats up. I can only imagine how chaotic this scanner is going to be. This is crazy slow past 2 weeks. Got to be the uncertainty leading up to the IRAN. Yeah, no, this is, honestly, this is almost uncharted territory.
INVS up 5%.
4 a.m. scanners on YouTube has been fairly helpful for you. Good, good, good. I am for sure Carl. I like your name, Carl. I think, what was it? We both kind of got hit with XWEL yesterday. I saw that in your chat, but I'm glad you still had a green day on TZ. Big play on RX earlier, boys. What was that? That sounds like that's outside my market cap. Oh, nice. There was a nice little move. Where was this? Oh yeah, 1.6 billion. Yes. I don't short these, but that was a nice little move. What was that? 6:30. I woke up late today. Me and my wife kind of raged last night. It was her first night off. She works night shift. So her first night off, she usually keeps me up. Yeah, it's a 10 billion market cap, Todd. I don't short these. You'll figure out one day why I don't short these. They just grind up.
NXPL.
Glad you called RX though, my friend. What was it? That was a nice little flush. AGPU, where are we headed? Doesn't look very liquid, but it is moving. Soldier XWEL locates. It was taken in a few seconds. Nice. Is JOBY? No. So, Todd, again, you will find out what works for you. But the reason why I don't like the higher market cap is just because they just don't give back as cleanly. Honestly, none of the plays I've been trying to play lately have. But the bigger market caps, they just tend to like keep grinding up. So I typically like them under 200. But if you're having success with them, bro, do you? But I don't really care for them. I just jacked up the screen.
IVF up 5%.
IVF. Nope. ODD, what a dump on earnings, 45% just earlier. Oh, really? Destroyed. And I'm out of XWEL, and I think I picked the right time to get out too. I had an order while I was talking earlier at, what was it, 77, I think. So I went ahead and closed it completely out. Filled, yeah, 77. So it's ripping now. That was just by luck, though. I didn't know it was about to do this. Do we get a VWAP fail here? Still pushing. Yeah, I'm not going to enter it unless it gets back to $1. But there's a good chance it could fail right here at 85 cents. And it'll probably just keep falling. Man, it's kind of hard not to get back in. Anything can happen, and my calls have been a little off this week, but what I would expect to happen with this one is it continue to pop up like this. Probably every pop's a short on this one, and it keeps grinding, and it keeps falling down. But again, I've been a little off with my calls last couple of days, so haven't had the best gauge on this market, but I would not be surprised if this one is one of those ones that pops, keeps fading, you know what I mean? Because the news was basically they did a private offering at 34 cents. Like, this is an excessive move. So yeah, this would be a slow one. Yeah, speaking of grinders, this would just be a set a stop and take a nap and wake up, and it might have flushed, but it's not going to be a probably a clean fade, but it could be. They got a bunch of 34-cent shares they got to dump at some point, or shares they got at 34 cents. And if I had those shares and it's at 85 cents now, again, I don't know if there's a lockup period. I don't know any of those details, but if those are available, there's going to be some selling pressure on this ticker at some point. I'm back in small though at 84 cents. This is just going to be the one I'm just going to let keep fading in the background. So played at 10,000 shares overnight, got out at 77 cents, and just added 2,000 more shares at 84 cents. And we'll add, my next stab will be 89. If we break 90, I'm just going to stop out of it. Not playing the same game I did yesterday where it just kept averaging up. So next entry 89. If it breaks 90, I'm stopping out. Then I'll revisit it at $1 or $1.05. INVZ. Oop. Yeah, now that I got a little time, let's see what, let me dig into that PR a little more. So yeah, the press release announced a 31.3 million pipe consisting, oh, is that 40? Okay, let's see. 31,333 shares converted into 66.7 million common at 47 cents plus 66.7 million 5-year warrants at 34 cents. So that's a 2,000% potential dilution on this ticker. They can dilute it 2,000%. Not 100%. That would be a lot. 200% is a lot, but 2,000. So the closing is expected the 26th of February. So that's tomorrow. And again, I'm not a fundamentals expert. I don't know if there's some type of lockup period after the closing or whatever, but if not, I would expect there to be some selling pressure on this ticker, aka pushing the price down. Yeah, yeah, Carl. With things being as slow as it is, any type of, is there something moving? I'm just like looking at it quick. Feel desperate. It's not a good way to be trading, so that's why I'm trying to be a little more patient. It's not going well, but I'm trying. And NG Eternal said, I hate these grinders, not for me. Yeah, I don't. INVZ. Yeah, I don't really. So I treat these and the pops obviously completely different because I treat these like I treated ALUR yesterday. So AULR, I actually caught this, the Discord saw, and I showed proof too with the receipts. I held overnight for this one and then caught basically this. No, I did catch the entire, I was napping. So a lot of times these that's previously popped the previous day or after hours, whatever, they will, fade the next morning, but there's always the risk that this thing can rip too. So that's why I use it on my Trade the Pool account. And on my real accounts, I don't hold overnight. But I feel like XWEL is going to be something similar, like that kind of play. Not a massive flush, like, I mean, it could, but more just like I think it's going to just keep grinding down most of the day. And I could be 100% wrong. This thing could hit $10. You know what I mean? But this it's looking like the setup of the type that's, little pops keep falling, little pops keep falling, little pops keep falling, but there's nothing to really steal attention from it right now. So all it takes is a couple pumpers or it to start pushing, and then it could be the main play of the day. So I'm gonna try it. Just see if it keeps fading slowly throughout the day or throughout the session. But it's very small. I'm only in 2,000 shares. I was in 10K earlier, so I'm only in 2K now. So, and I do mine based on conviction. So I think that's what's going to happen, but I don't want to get too heavy right here at 84 cents. But yeah, I used to hold overnight a decent amount, but it is pretty high risk with these, especially if you do it with very low liquidity tickers. So be cautious if you do that. I've never had like too many bad issues doing it, even with a real account, but there, you know, you hear the stories of them just going berserk sometimes.
NXPL. RYAM.
RYAM. I don't recognize these tickers. This is probably a bigger market cap too. No, it's, yeah, 480. So I'm not interested in this one. Been doing this for so long, like I can tell by the ticker's name usually if I've shorted it before or not. NXPL. Oh, this is the one that hit the 200 earlier, died. Now it's popping back. I have an order waiting at 69 that didn't get filled, and it's still there. I noticed it just a few minutes ago. So if it gets up to 69, I'll play it. Got a couple thousand sitting there at 69, so yeah, they're still there. Strong push to 69. Let's see it. And by the way, I haven't gave much updates about the trade the pool. I have been trading like trash on it, to be honest. I'm green on it. I haven't passed the eval yet. I'm like 3 for 3 with the halts though. Like they have been super clean, making solid money on them. But I'm using it to trade other things, and it hasn't been going as well. So outside of the halts, I haven't been doing too good with trade the pool. So I've been using mostly TradeZero this morning.
NXPL. Up 20%. SCNI. SCNI.
MXPL showing breakout pressure near high of day. Strong trades coming in.
This one doesn't look liquid enough. SCNI. And thanks for sharing. I don't know if you're on here, Soul Connection. I saw what you posted in the Discord though. XWEL. That's a lot to read. But let's see what the AskEdgar guy said. Big pipe with American Venture yesterday. These guys have been involved in a lot of pumps, but not necessarily day one gappers after the pipe. For those not familiar, blah, blah, blah. XWEL itself has had no runs, just some after hours pops and drops historically. So that's good to know about XWEL. It historically does this. But obviously the deal is super dilutive, even though not a discount, as they're 100% warrant coverage. Additionally, they are redeeming all the January 2025 warrants and converting preferred as well in the November 2025 convertible notes. So at the moment, there's no more in play dilution until we find out when they are registering shares from the current deal. So again, I don't know when that selling pressure will be on XWEL. NXPL, did it push? No. I want it at 69.
JFBR. Up 5%.
RYAM approaching a key resistance level.
Every time I show up to these pre-market live streams, I'm like, is today going to be the day where it heats back up? It's going to be nice when that day actually comes. It'll probably be March, though. I'm not going to pretend like February is always slow. This is just abnormally slow.
NXPO.
All right,
Breakout
got my feel.
high of day.
So lately, this is the part where they keep pushing. But let's see if if this one plays out. Already back to VWAP. Quick scalp. Holding the rest, see if we get a little bit nastier of a flush.
LUNR. Breaking news.
Nice, finally. One that went my way. It's been brutal lately, guys. Well, that's trading. Still holding 2,000 shares. I ended up bumping it up to 3,000 shares.
SGN. Up 5%.
SGN, is it coming back?
SGN. New high of day.
Not interested. Not enough on the move. Let's go. Finally, guys. Man. Haven't had an easy play in, I don't think, this entire week. And it's not about easy plays, but just everything I've been in that I thought was going to flood. I shouldn't say everything. I've caught some decent plays, but a lot of the ones I've been live streaming, it's just like I get in them and they just start grinding up sideways. I think it's just how illiquid the market is right now. Because I don't like when it's hot, but it's got to be liquid because that's what causes things to push and flush hard and you know and all the above. So I don't want it on fire. trims some here at 59, and I'm out. So I'm out of this one. But the point is, yeah, we need some liquidity for my strategy to really work, especially the money rotation.
Up 10%.
SGN, that was a nasty flush on NXPL. I hope I'm not the only one that caught that. And it's still dropping. Anybody else catch NXPL with me? Let's go, Denny. It always makes me feel better if somebody, and again, y'all shouldn't copy me. Not financial advice. I just know y'all look for similar things as I do. Martin, front side. My man. Dark side, Martin. You better be careful on this side. I'm just trolling. Martin's he's one of my OG guys. I called it. Thanks. Good. Oh, Spider. Okay. I'll remember that going forward. That's yours. Dang, it's still dropping. I bet Martin hell for that. I got out at 59. Yeah, I like to ask because because I see whenever I make a bad call and y'all post in the flex and what was it? I'll try not to. I won't even talk about it, but yeah, I hate when my calls don't work and then I see some of y'all take them and it doesn't work out. But again, don't follow me blindly. I'm high risk, high reward. Martin, NXPO looking like a broken backside. Bro, that's a retest. I was 1 cent away from being front side. But now I'm glad you caught it. Same success logic. Yeah, that's kind of how I've been too. I've misjudged a lot of trades, but again, it's a weird market, so I'm trying not to beat myself up too much about it. It's more like I said, I just don't like when y'all follow me and then y'all fall off a cliff too. So that's why I just be cautious. Been a little off this week, but the market's been a little weird. Had a good week last week, and a lot of people in the group had a good week last week, but this week's been a little funky. Yeah, I traded this one on TradeZero. I'm finally catching on with these under $1 to use TradeZero, and I'm slowly transitioning back to TradeZero. And I'm just going to use Trade the Pool for my halts and questionable plays, overnights, 4 a.m. and halts. But I did want to use it some, just again, so I could speak to it. So when I refer people, like if it's an affiliate of mine, I like to ensure that it's legit. Like Trade Ideas, I use every day. TradeZero. So if I tell people about it. I want to ensure I've tried it out and it's not BS.
SGN up 20%.
SGN still pushing? Oh my gosh, is it? Let's go. Obviously, I wanted it a little bit higher, but man, it's pushing now. Honestly, I'm not going to even consider this thing before the daily pivot here at 78 cents. Might start looking at it here all the way up to 88 cents. But definitely not interested in it right here. But yeah, thanks for letting me know, Success Logic. I hope your week, and because you're up 19.3K on the month. Congrats, bro. Killing it.
AIDX up 5%.
But yeah, it's been a funky market. I'll hang out a little bit longer, but I'm probably going to dip here soon. I'm up 1,359 on the morning, mostly from the overnight hold though. And I'm up 14 bucks on my new XWEL swing. The reason I said new is because I held it overnight, got out at 77. Then I got back in at 84, but smaller. And I'm just going to try to hold on to this one to see if it fades most of the day. I think it will, but I could be very wrong. And if those the dilutive options from the PR, if they're not registered yet and they can't use them, they might try to prop this up until they can. So there's a chance there could be some fishy stuff going on. NITO, Chinese. This one's Chinese, right? Or I'm thinking of another one. Dang, this is a nice little retest, but the sun's coming in crazy today. I can barely see it on the screen, but nah, I'm probably going to skip this one, but it could flush here. And we are flushing. This one has a tendency to flush like this, but I don't know. For some reason, I didn't want to just jump in blindly on this one. All right, guys, I posted the link to the Discord. If any of y'all are interested, it is in the comment. But I'm about to wrap up. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and staying loyal through this terrible, very terrible pre-market run we're in. And things will get better. Things will heat up. And we'll start talking, maybe I need to start talking about that more on the live streams about when it finally does heat up, my approach, because it's not going to be to blindly short everything that's moving. Like obviously you're going to see me play a lot of front side, but a lot of the attention is going to go to the ones that's getting attention stolen from it. And hopefully we can talk about that more going forward and how to prep for it, because it might be March. Because like I said, I say this almost every live stream. Last year, March was my only month I was red, and that was just because things got really hot faster than I was ready to adjust. So it might be right around the corner. So let's see. But on that note, guys, I'm going to bounce, and I will see y'all next time.